Welcome to Shom Achshava on the Daf Shir sponsor Lui Nishmas Am B'Yakov Shalom and Leah Bas Yitzchok. We're holding in Sanhedrin Daf Pei Gimel. The Gemara towards the end of Amud Beis tells us, how do we know the Mechusar B'Godim, a Kohen who's working without clothes? How do you know that he's Chayav Miso? So the Gemara learns in the pasuk that says, "Chagat Moisam Avnet Arnuvonov, v'Chavash Shalem Migboris." You put the belt, you put the hat. V'Oisah Lahem Kehuna L'Chuk HaSoilon. They become Kohanim. Bizman shebigdei aleim kunosam aleim, ein bigdei aleim, ein kunosam aleim. They're only kohanim when they're wearing the clothes. If not, they're zarim. If they're zar, they're remiso. So Toys asks a question which is brought down already in the Ramban and Chumash, that we already found a misa mefereshes that says by Levish Sabgodim, because it says in the pasuk in Parshas Tetzaveh. It says, we have to put pants on the ervo. And it says over there, they should put it on the kohanim when they go to do avodah. It says clearly, if they don't have the pants, they're chayav miso. So answers to it says, that's only gaba michnasayim. Michnasayim, it says miso. But shar b'godim, it does not say miso. And for that, I have to have a special limud. Now, what's the difference between michnasayim and shar b'godim? How do we understand this? So many of the Mefarshim and Chumash mention it, but the one who says it clearly is the Meshech Chochmah. On the earlier pasuk, in that same place, the Parashat Tetzaveh, it says, "Ulivnei Aaron ta'aseh kotonos," to do with clothing, "Vasitz lehem avnetim," belts, umigbois, and you have the hats, ta'aseh lehem lechavod ulesifaris. So the other three begodim that a Kohen has, except the pants, it says on it lechavod ulesifaris. The pants, it says on it lechasos b'sar erva. So it explains the Meshech Chochmah. When you're talking about Michnasayim is to prevent a bizoyin. If someone is now wearing a Michnasayim, it's davar mevuzah, it's a disgrace. In order to prevent the bizoyin, you put a Michnasayim. But the other clothes is not to prevent the bizoyin. The other clothes is to do lechavod ultifaris, is to have kavod, is to have something which is great. You don't have it, you don't have bizoyin, you're just missing lechavod ultifaris. And that's what the Maharal and the Guraya there explains. That's why all the other clothes, it's mentioned for Aaron the Kohen alone and for the other Kohanim alone. But Michnasayim is mentioned together. Why? Because Michnasayim is not a kavod v'tiferes where there you have a difference between Kohen Gadol and Kohen Hedrit. It's only to take away a bizayon. It's all equal for all the Kohanim. And maybe based on this Yisod you can understand another Nekudo that has to do with Mechusar B'Godim. Because the Mordechai in Gittin, Remes Tav Samech Aleph, he brings that there was a Kohen, a Talmud, that was helping and serving Rabbeinu Tam. So they asked Rabbeinu Tam, how do you do that? But we know that someone who's Mishtamish Bekehuna, it's called a Me'ilah. You're not supposed to use a Kohen. So he answered Rabbeinu Tam, don't worry. Today they don't have Bigdei Kehuna, don't have the clothing. Only when you use a Kohen with the Begadim, it's a Me'ilah. But if you use a Kohen without the Begadim, it's fine today as well. So they asked him, if so all the other Gedushas that Kohen has should also be gone away. Why is a Kohen not allowed to be Metamel Ames? Why is a Kohen not allowed to marry a Grusha? There's no Gedusha then because they don't have the clothing. So the Mordechai there says that there's a Rishon named of Peter, that he answered that there is Gedusha on a Kohen, but the Kohen can be Moichelit. So therefore the Kohen can be serving a Rebbe. So the Ma'amshik in our Chaim Simon Samech asked the question. It says the Rambam in Sefer HaMitzvos Al Sel Lamed Bey says clearly that a Kohen cannot be moichel on his kavod because it's not his. It belongs to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Kula Gdola Lekeli Solo Acheshu Lakham Ubecharam Lavodoso Lakriv Karbonosov. It's HaKadosh Baruch Hu the kavod. So how can he be moichel? So answers the Ma'amshik in the name of Chassid Sofer that what our Peter meant to say is this Nekuda. When a Kohen is a time based on Migdosh and he's wearing the Godim, so then it's not covered for himself, it's covered for HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And then he cannot be moichelet. But now that they don't have the Godim, so now the cover is for himself, so that he could be moichel. So what Peter said is really applying, connecting to what Rabbeinu Tam said. It's Bizman Shem Bigdei Alayim, then there is a Mechila. But the question is, how did he answer the question? What about other things? Can a Kohen be moichel in his cover and marry a Grusha? Can a Kohen be moichel his cover and be metamel ames? But according to the Meshech Chochmah that we just mentioned, according to the Yesod that we see in our Sugya, Efshar, that's the Pshat. A Kohen can be moichel on a kavod which is lechavod ultifaris, something which is elevating the Kohen. So that depends. Bigdei Aleim, it's not his. It's HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ain't Bigdei Aleim. So then that covet is something that belongs to the Kohen himself. But a bizoyin is something else. That's a different limud, it's a different pasuk. And a bizoyin can be something that a kohen cannot give up. For a kohen to be mitame, or for a kohen to marry a gusha, it's a bizoyin for him. It's a disgrace for him. That will have a different din. So it comes out that by kohen there's two inyanim. There's kovel tiferes and there's minias bizoyin. That applies in the clothing, and that applies also in terms of what he can be mevater bazman hazeh. Anyone who wants to join the Shomachshava email list to watch school, please email shomachshava@gmail.com.